Okay, welcome to episode 21 of F That.
Photo chat. Blasting people's eardrums out.
So we're legal in the States now?
Yeah.
Because we're 21?
21.
Hi, Doyle.
Oh! He wanted a shout out. That was the perfect time for it. Nobody will understand. There's actually not a lot of joke to it. There's not any joke to it.
No.
So
Doyle wanted a shout out, so hi, Doyle. Oh, this is today's whole episode. Okay, so last week we had some announcements.
Yeah, one big one.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta put this on silent.
They have since been refined.
Yes. Because you fuckers don't want anything to do with us.
We had some technical issues, which I guess we don't need to bore people with the details.
Yeah.
The whole situation is just as you'd imagine something me going through with confusion and stuff with payment. So we've changed our subscription thing to no subscription. So basically our announcement is we're going to be giving you guys more free content. Right?
Yep. Exactly.
And there's a tip jar.
Yes.
If you feel like leaving anything, there's no tier options. There's no subscription options. We do still have the Discord up. So this video will be the first one that we're putting the link in the description. If you guys want to join, it's open to everyone. I want to say keep it PG, but we're not even a PG show. Just don't send inappropriate things.
Yeah, no dick pics.
Yeah, no dick pics.
Doyle.
Chuck! He's gonna tune out. There goes half our listeners.
You wanted a shout out, so
he's gonna stop listening. Anyways, yeah, so we're still gonna be doing the Discord. We'll be posting the link down below, and then I guess for now we'll just be focusing. If you guys want to leave a tip, that's cool. If not, you still get free content.
Yep.
The tips and stuff will be going right back into the show and into merch. Hat.
And also on Discord, we're gonna have a thing that you can upload your photos.
Yeah, there's a couple channels.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the channels, I forget what I called it. Something related to photography. The Gearheads or something. I think I called it. I don't know. It might change.
We're gonna ask people to upload photos, and we're gonna randomly critique some of these photos on the podcast.
Yeah. So I think that
not
would be
just
fun.
at home in the living room by ourselves, like actually on the podcast. So
yeah.
You want your picture featured on the podcast. And there we go. That's all I have to say about that.
Oh my God, Chuck. Is this a new thing? This is a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So yeah, that's the update. You're not being forced to pay us, but if you choose to pay us. There was a lot of lashing back.
Was there?
From jokingly from two people that I talked to.
Okay.
That were begging for money. We're not. But most people start making an income by now. Anyways,
no. We're begging for money.
We're begging. Please send us money.
Yeah, we need
I'm doing
money.
my laundry at Chuck's.
Yeah.
Because I can't afford it.
Meanwhile, I'm having trouble installing $1,000 toilet.
You and your fancy throne.
Yeah.
Your fancy shitter. I like that I walked in and I was like, nice toilet. And then I look inside and I'm like, wow.
Hold on.
In the tank, not the bowl.
Wow.
Wow, Chuck.
You had corn on the cob.
It's just a fucking pile of corn. Did you know? This is my favorite fact that I tell everyone that everybody already knows is your body can't process and break down corn.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if those giant People are going to be like, this is too far.
Yeah.
Those giant facilities, my dad calls them poop, or Justin and I call them, I don't think my dad calls them that. Justin and I call them poop factories.
Okay.
They're like those waste sorting facilities or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? They look like big cylinders.
Okay,
See them in the country. Every time we drive past one, because there's a lot in Niagara. We drive past them and they're like, I every single time I'm like, I wonder if there's a pile of poop, and they pick all the corn out and put the corn in a pile. Yeah.
Yeah, that is too far. Yeah.
cut that shit, literally, and the corn. This week I have become increasingly aware of how fucking weird I am. So, at least I know now. Anyways. How was your week?
Not bad. Back at work.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Help.
When I remember to go to work.
Your second shift, you was like, you're in. What?
Yeah, I was supposed to work 11 to 7 on Friday. And I get a text at like 5 after 11 going, you're working today, right? And I'm like, what? No. I go check the calendar. I was like, fuck me. Okay. And I was like in the middle of installing a toilet.
Yep.
And then, so I dropped the toilet, run to work. And then I spent the day yesterday like trying to install this damn toilet, and the wax seal underneath it is not big enough. So I'm not getting a proper seal underneath the toilet. So when I flush, it leaks into our freezer room over there.
Mm-hmm.
So Sue's going to go get a new seal, and hopefully I could get that fixed tonight.
That's good.
Because I'm working today.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That felt weird. That's why I was driving here like Cruella de Vil.
Okay.
You're gonna have to. My stomach is insane today. It's like coffee. So it's like that Pokemon name. Have you seen Pokemon?
No.
Oh. Coughing.
Oh, you know what we watched the other night?
What? Pokemon?
No.
Detective Pikachu, which is now on Netflix.
Bill and Ted.
Oh,
Face the Music.
Man. I think I've seen the first Bill and Ted movie when I was like 11 or 9 or 10.
Okay, you gotta watch.
And I remember watching and being like, I don't get why my friends' parents are laughing so hard.
The funny thing now with the new Bill and Ted is...
Doesn't that have Keanu Reeves in it?
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Yeah, so he's become a fairly good actor. Right?
Yeah.
So you could tell he's having some trouble doing bad acting in this new one.
Oh, this is the new one. Yeah.
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 Because it just came out. Right?
Oh, man. I need to catch up on all of them then.
Yeah. There's 7 of them, eh?
Jesus.
Fooled you. No, there's only 3.
Oh. I was like, how can there be more than the Wayne's World movies? But I think there is a Wayne. Isn't there a Wayne's World 3?
I don't know.
I feel like there is. I stopped watching after 2. No, there maybe isn't a number 3. I should know this.
You should.
I should. I dressed up as Garth on Halloween at work and nobody understood. They just thought I'd dress like a trucker and wear a Wayne's World hat. Because I didn't have anybody to be Wayne with me. So I dressed up as Garth you gave me the drumsticks. I carried them in my pocket. One person that day got it. I was like, thank you.
And that was when you looked in the mirror.
Movies. There's a 3rd.
There is?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I can ask my phone now.
Yeah, because she's gone back to the Google Pixel 2.
Okay, Google. Excuse me. Okay, Google. Fuck off.
He's listening.
How many Wayne's World movies are there?
Sorry, I don't have any information. Something similar. Do you want to know the Wayne's World 3?
Oh, okay, there's 2 then. Thanks. Your Google answered that, not mine. I didn't realize.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
We're under attack.
Yes.
Anyways.
Unfortunately, now people listening to this podcast, if they're listening it like on their
Oh no!
home speakers,
It's like, I didn't get that. You're welcome, everybody. We're gonna call it the G word because, like, it's gonna trigger absolutely everyone.
yeah. And I've got mine over there, so that's the G spot. Anyways, camera news. Seriously?
This is too much. Today is too far. The line we crossed was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is, it's extreme. F that photo chat. Extreme. I don't want to hear what that sounds like. Look at the audio on it.
Cheese and rice.
I haven't heard that in a while. That's great. Yeah, in photo news.
What was the first? Oh yeah, Canon.
Yeah.
Canon is discontinuing a whole bunch of their EF and EFS lenses.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even, all
So-
I literally sent you when you sent me that was whoa.
Yeah.
Just.
Because they're going all in on mirrorless. And so there's not going to be as many DSLRs sold. So, of course, not as many DSLR lenses are going to be sold.
That was such a selling feature for me, though. To be like, just get the adapter, then you have all these lenses. I
Yeah.
mean, you still do, they're just not being manufactured anymore.
Exactly,
So the used market is going to get huge.
yeah. But, like, what's the... Hold on, let me pull up that list. Old man looking on his phone.
You do kind of look at your phone like an old man. You look through, like, the bottom of your
Yeah.
glasses. You're like, do you have
So-
bifocals?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
shit, sorry.
They're progressives. Because
What's
my
that
eyes
mean?
are progressively getting worse.
So your glasses progressively get better?
Yeah.
How is that possible? New technology.
So,
Jump on that,
EFS
Michael.
10 to 22, EF 14 2.8.
It was a 10 to 22.
I guess so. Oh yeah, the other one was 10 to 18.
10 to
right?
18,
Weird.
yeah, that's weird that there's
Okay.
10 to 22.
EFS 15 to 85. The EF 24 to 70 F4.
Okay, now that you're reading these off, I'm like, these are not big selling
Exactly.
lenses.
EFS 35 2.8.
Mm. That's gonna kind of stink.
Yeah, the EFS 55 to 250, which was a plastic hunk of junk.
Yeah.
The EF 70 to 300 F4 to 5.6 IS USM. That's a good lens.
That's not the Mark III though, is it? The one with the little screen on it?
Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Ignore my last comment about it being a good lens. Okay. EF 135 F2. And the EF 180 F3.5.
180? Is it
Yeah.
a macro?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there also it looks like they're going to be discontinuing the EF 35 F2, the EF 300 2.8, the 400
that stinks.
F4, and the 500 F4.
That kind of sucks for
Yeah.
some people.
And those are the IS USM 2s, Mark 2s. So yeah.
So in short, the first EFS list doesn't really matter.
No.
I mean, nobody buys those lenses anyways. The 24 to 70 f4, like, I always thought that was a good option, but nobody buys it.
Yeah.
The ones that really suck, first of all, it sucks just in general because it's less lens selection, but it doesn't make a big difference with the first list. The second list, with like the primes,
Yeah.
that sucks for some people.
And those super telephoto.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
like the
for
300,
wildlife
400,
photography?
yeah, that's going to suck.
Yeah. So, but like hopefully they'll be coming out with some RF mounts.
Yeah. But then they'll be like
Telephotos.
$4,000.
Well, those ones are like $5,000 to $10,000. So
Speaking of Canon, so I was flipping through my news feed, which is more catered to me because I'm back to my GOOGLE phone.
your G phone,
My G phone. That sounds weird. My OG phone.
your OG.
That's my gang signals. I'm just like, that's all I know how to do. One time when we were in Toronto, someone taught me how to do the blood one with my hands.
Okay.
Maybe we should cut that. My OG phone. What's I saying? Oh, and I was flipping through, and there was this article that showed up from Petapixel, and I get a lot of opinion articles,
Okay.
and it was like, why I won't buy a Canon. I was like, you know what? I normally don't click stuff like this, but let's read it. Let's see what this guy has to say, because this is the only complaint I've ever heard.
Okay.
It was the most bullshit article. No offense to the person who wrote it.
But
I just
what
don't
was it?
agree. It was the longest article, first of all.
Thank you for not sending it to me.
So, yeah, no, it took like a solid 8 paragraphs to get to the point.
Okay.
Like, paragraphs. It's a lot of sentences.
Yeah.
How many? There's like 4 sentences in a paragraph? 5 sentences?
Could be
It's
more.
a lot. It's a lot of words and letters. And I get to the bottom, and essentially, I mean, he wasn't wrong. I get his point. But I read that whole article just to get to the bottom and for him to be like, oh, I don't like it basically because it's too common. Everybody has one. It's ugly.
Okay.
And I forget what the other point was, but it was a physical point, like the aesthetic of it. It's bulky. So then he was basically shutting down Sony, Nikon, and Canon, and at the end he's like, I recommend Sony, Fuji, and Olympus.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I can't be mad, but at the same time I was just angry that I read the whole article, and I was like, this
Just to get
doesn't
to
even
that, yeah.
touch on specs. I agree with him. Oh, no. It wasn't. He said Fuji, what did I say? Fuji, who in Olympus?
Sony.
I didn't mean to say Sony. I meant to say Leica.
Oh, fuck.
That's why I rolled my eyes. I was like,
Yeah.
really? I mean, I agree with the Fuji and Olympus, but Leica's like their own breed.
Yeah.
No offense, Steve. We love you.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
Shout
shoot.
out to Steve.
He shout out to Steve.
Hi, Doyle.
In case I told Chuck that Doyle wanted a weekly shout out
Yeah.
before we started filming. So
So we're just gonna keep shouting him out all day.
hi Doyle.
What was the Sony announced 2 new cameras? Sort of. Backdoor announced. Right? And it wasn't really much. like-
No, it was pretty disappointing.
yeah, so basically, I can't remember what they are, the A7.
The A7R3A and the A7R4A.
Yeah.
So it's A7R3, A7R4 with an A at the end.
And they didn't really do much. Like the back screen,
It's a higher resolution by a bit,
yeah, they lost the little Sony logo at the bottom of the back screen.
and that was it.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much
It was
going on. I don't know why they,
it was a little weird.
yeah.
Like, I don't know why they did that. Are they just, I'm wondering if they're just trying to, like, really market things now and kind of make it look new. People be like, oh, what's this new one?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll get this. I have to get the new one. But it just doesn't make sense as to why they wouldn't just wait for a new camera to be released to put that in there.
Yeah.
Like an A7R5. That's what it was. That's the one I got fooled on April Fools.
Okay.
I was like going through my news feed and I saw one article about a Nikon Z8 and an A7R5 and I didn't click it.
Was that from Jared Poland?
No, it was
No?
from someone else.
Okay, because Jared did that. He
Oh,
also
someone
announced
ripped Jared off.
the Canon R something else as well.
I think we need to invest in I Shoot Raw shirts.
Oh yeah.
I want to get like the multi-pack. There's like a 5-pack.
Oh, we make our own shirts. IF Raw.
Bye! I'm still here. I just needed the comedic effect. That's disgusting. I just... Send help.
Other news. Oh,
Oh my god.
I always get to sneak in Olympus news.
You know what's sad is that all the little perverts watching our show fucking love that. They're like, that's so funny. I love it. And we're gonna... I was gonna say we're gonna... I was thinking like, Steve?
He's not little though. Well, neither is Doyle.
Yeah,
They're
he's-
tall. so,
Yeah. Steve is pretty tall.
yeah.
This is what our podcast is about. We talk about the people we know in real life.
Samsung is going to be working with another camera manufacturer for the new, what is it? Galaxy Z Fold. They're going to be working with Olympus. Yes, I get to include Olympus news in like every podcast. This is awesome.
Congratulations. Olympus has stooped to a whole new level.
Why? What do you mean?
What? Samsung is garbaggio.
Yeah, but they're paying.
I know,
So,
but
Leica does phones, and who else does phones? Sony does phones.
Leica is in the Huawei,
Yeah.
which was a phone I seriously considered,
Okay.
other than the fact that there's a huge security breach on it. We got to do what we can for the
iPhone. Get an iPhone.
Okay, you know what's really sad? So I switched back to this. Oh wait, sorry. I'm like the visual representation of the way that the ADHD brain works. So I'm here to represent my community. Cameras and phones. Leica is in Huawei.
Yeah.
Hasselblad is in another big one.
Yes.
I can't remember what it is. It's an Android of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh, the sad thing that I was thinking is I switched back to my G phone.
Yeah, your Google Pixel 2.
Don't say the word.
No, you got to say hi or hello or hey.
Oh. Yeah,
Mhm.
so my Google Pixel 2 XL, that's a lengthy name. Ever since I switched back to it, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't remember what I really hated about it. Other than the color screen accuracy, and it was slow and it would drop calls and
Important stuff.
and the updates. The update thing is what pissed me off.
Yeah.
I think I told everyone about that.
But what was wrong with your Samsung?
I'm still stuck in a tab with it, so I just put my SIM card in here, and I'm just letting
Yeah, but
it
why
pay
didn't you
itself
like
off.
it was a brand new phone?
Yeah, it was a piece of shit. It was bad
What was it
because, first of all, I very much rely on like voice commands with my phone because I'm driving to and from work,
doing? Yeah.
especially when I'm driving to and from Niagara. I mean, not recently, but it doesn't pick up any voice commands other than texting only. Doesn't do anything in apps. Doesn't recognize your voice half the time. It's really, really, really glitchy. There was some other issues. I Googled it at one point, and it was like a huge issue with other people. The battery, so I got a software update a couple weeks ago, and the battery started dropping really fast. So before the update, I was able to use my phone and have it like last till like the next day without charging. And it dropped like at a normal use, right? Just checking Instagram throughout work and stuff and having it on me, it dropped down to like 30% by the time I got home from 100.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, okay, that's really frustrating. I remember having that problem with early Apple when I was still like using my iPhone 4S. A gem.
So you
That's
used
my favorite iPhone.
You used to have an iPhone.
Yeah, I used to have two iPhones. I had an iPhone 4S and I had an iPhone 5S. They were great, but the battery dropped, and I was one of those kids that was like, I want the new one.
Yeah.
So, don't get the Samsung S20. Also the big thing was the camera. So I put a lot of research into the camera, obviously.
Okay.
That's the thing I put the most research into, and then I look up the battery and the color screen accuracy. And the Samsung looked really good on paper. And I watched all these YouTube videos, and I didn't realize the YouTube videos were comparing the S20 Plus to the iPhone 12 instead of just the S20.
Okay.
So they boost the ISO. This is Vanessa's section about phone complaints. We're going to make it a whole thing. It is camera related. So the camera on the S20 looks really good on paper. It's like, I don't even have it with me. It's like a dual or triple camera.
Okay.
Like, it has to be good. So I'm watching all these reviews, looking at pictures. They look good. The camera is good in ideal lighting conditions and nothing else.
Right.
So it doesn't take half decent pictures of anything that's moving. And it automatically, when you go into like even indoor lighting, not this, because this is still really ideal lighting. If we turn that off and we're relying on like overhead lighting, it does this automatic thing where it just boosts the ISO and lowers the shutter speed or whatever. So when you zoom in, you lose all complete details because it's just so noisy that you can't see any. I think I showed you this. Like when you zoom in, it's just so bad. So that was the biggest thing. And then it just had a bunch of like actual system glitches. Like when you'd open Google, it would like crash for a second before you finish typing something. there were just a lot of bugs. Like, a lot of my apps didn't work, and I was like, okay. So we're going back to this till it runs into the ground, and I can pay off my tab, and then I'm going to get in.
Yay!
But the start of this story was the thing where I was talking to my sister about this, and she's like, why don't you just get a new Google Pixel? And I was like, maybe I will. And then I can come on here and complain some more.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm stuck between maybe getting a new Google Pixel and maybe getting an iPhone 12 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're on PC though, right?
Yeah.
You don't do Mac anything, right?
No, I did. I've had experience in Mac. I prefer PC because I know everything is.
Okay. I used to be a PC guy, and then I got a Mac. And
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an arrow to the knee. Do you know what that's from?
no.
Okay. It's from Skyrim.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Somebody stole your sweet roll?
Exactly.
Nobody. They're like, what the fuck is Vanessa on?
Yeah. I'm
Skyrim,
asking the same
bitch.
thing.
Do you have a story? I have a story, but I feel like I've been talking a lot.
I have no stories.
I have a camera-related story that's not complaining about a phone.
Yeah. No, I went to Petrie Island a couple of days this week and nothing.
Nothing. Sue got some good pictures.
Oh, yeah, that was last weekend. Yeah, last weekend.
Yeah.
We went to Mud Lake.
Yeah.
And we went looking for the screech owl.
Yeah.
And there was a pair of screech owls in the tree.
Those photos came out so good, Chuck. You need
Yeah.
to print them.
Yes. This one here.
Yeah, if you're selling that, I'll take a print.
Yeah.
They're adorable.
So
Like, what are the odds? You go looking for one and you find two.
yeah. Yeah, it was a great day.
Was that the same day that Sue got the cardinal shots and stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
That was a good shoot day for you guys.
Yeah.
And you have is your shipment still in Tennessee?
Oh, fuck yeah. So, Sue ordered the Olympus 100 to 400. And because there's no Olympus Canada anymore, it's coming from the States. So, it was coming from New Jersey. And it said we were going to get it on April 7th. And I was like all excited. Sue's all excited. It's like, wow, right on. Like it was going to be like 2 days shipping. Then I look, April 7th, it's in Memphis. Out for delivery.
You know what song?
I'm in
just
Canada.
started? The West Virginia song started playing in my head when you said Memphis. Keep going. Sorry.
I'm in Canada. Why did it go from New Jersey down to Memphis? Now I understand there is an Ottawa, Tennessee.
Oh my god.
But this says Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It has a postal code.
There was a
Not
big
a
mess
zip
up
code.
there.
Yeah. So FedEx.
I wonder if someone got fired over that.
Oh, I doubt it.
They didn't get fired. They just got a...
Not even. They were like, oh, this song's supposed to be here.
Oops.
What are we going to do with it? Oh, we'll figure it out. Hey, fuck. So it's been sitting in Memphis. We are what? The 11th today. And it's been sitting there since the 7th. Collecting dust. Where's my fucking lens?
Walking in Memphis. Is that a song?
Yes.
Sorry. That's where my brain's at right now. You're telling this story and it's like, oh, there's a song about Memphis.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out. Start singing the
'Cause
West
I'm
Virginia.
walking in Memphis.
Yeah. I don't know the rest of the song.
I can't remember who sings that song.
Some guy. But the West Virginia song started playing first.
Hey Siri. Who plays Walking in Memphis?
The answer I found is Mark Cohn.
Is he a one-hit wonder? Because I've never heard of that name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know the West Virginia song I'm talking about? It's such a great song. It's like almost heaven. West Virginia.
Oh, that one.
I'm so sorry you guys had to listen to that.
Yeah, now I got to look that up.
Something Blue Range Mountain.
Yeah.
Something. I feel like it plays in. I feel like I've heard it in Fallout at some point. In Fallout 76. Don't come for me. I don't play
West
that
Virginia
anymore.
song. John Denver.
Good old John Denver.
Okay, you were gonna say something.
Oh,
You were gonna show me
yesterday I
something.
had a really good day. Surprising.
Okay.
I feel like all I do is complain about my life. I went for I'm exposing myself for a brief second. That was, I'm not. Settle down, people.
Red oil.
Stop. All right, that was wildly inappropriate. I was gonna say mildly. It's not mildly. It's wildly inappropriate. What was I talking about? Oh, so I haven't been outside for a walk in a
Okay.
very long fucking time.
Alrighty.
Because, seasonal depression
Yes.
hit real hard.
We have a new season, new depression.
Yeah, it's my outside depression now. No, it's my regular, sprinkled with some anxiety. Some COVID anxiety. Anyways, I went for a walk right after I got home from work because I brought this bad boy home. I was not going to bring this home. And something in me said, you need to bring this fucker home. So, I'm sorry. Look at the audio on that.
You're very
so
fucking loud.
sorry. That was really bad. Working at the store we work at a camera store, you're typically allowed to borrow stuff.
Yeah.
From time to time, we have to be very careful with it. So I borrowed the Fujifilm X Pro 3. It's dope. It's dope. Open box is like $2,400 still for the body only.
Yeah.
I put a 23mm lens on it. Just a little guy. F2, weather resistant. This is amazing. Have you had the opportunity to... I think you saw it.
Yeah, I played with it a little bit at work. Yeah.
It's bitchin', man. It's bitchin'. So I took it for a walk, and I had a really good time, and I went by myself and just walked around parts of the neighborhood I still have never explored, so I got a little bit lost.
Okay.
Took some really cool pictures, and some old man stopped me on the street and was telling me about flowers, and it was like a very nice, authentic experience. At the same time, I had to turn around every 5 seconds to make sure he wasn't following me. Because he kind of gave off some serial killer vibes, but he was like, oh, there's blue flowers down the street, like down that boulevard, and he pointed to like a dead end, like not busy street, and I was like, I want to go see it, but I'm going to pull out my phone just in case you follow me.
Yeah.
I didn't find the blue flowers. I just had my whole life flash before my eyes before. Anyways,
I fell asleep.
So it's really cool. So anyways, anybody who hasn't seen this, the X Pro 3 is like a digital rangefinder. So essentially the viewfinder here just shoots through like a piece of glass. So it's not an actual like optical or electronic viewfinder.
But it does, you can switch it to...
You can switch it to that. And the cool thing is when you do that, even if you look through the menu, you're not going to be able to see it on here. I wonder if you can. No?
What?
Wait. Oh, you can't see it. So when you hit menu and your eye is actually in front of here and the sensor can sense it, it flips this tiny little monitor thing up and you can see it come up. So like... Oh wait, hold on. What's happening?
Did you break it?
No. Okay. So you see it's open now?
Yeah.
There's a tiny little monitor there for us to see. It gives you like a little sample preview
Right.
image thing. I'm going to make it think. And it brings a tiny little thing up for your monitor inside. Or like your electronic viewfinder to see the menu system and stuff.
Cool.
It's really cool. So anyways, rangefinder just means you're looking through here. It's not like an electronic or optical viewfinder. So it kind of forces you to shoot more filmy, which is the whole point. A lot of film cameras were rangefinders.
The screen on the back.
The screen on the back is really cool. So they have it look like the film, whatever film simulation you have it on in the actual system, which Fuji has some bitchin' film simulations. It shows like the little piece of film that you would slide in a film rangefinder. There is a hidden monitor underneath, which is really cool. So you can still go in and see and review, but it kind of forces you to shoot more film-like.
Yeah.
And actually like think about what you're shooting. For some reason, I was resisting bringing this home. But I was like, I'm just going to fucking do it. And I actually went for like an hour and a half walk just through parks and took pictures of like everything.
Cool.
And it felt really good.
Good.
So I might do that more often. But if anything, what I've learned is I really want the X100V still. Because the rangefinder's fun, but I would like a little point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, after my experience just yesterday, and I'm going to do it all weekend, having something like this really makes me want to go out and shoot like street photography and stuff like I used to in high school. And I haven't done this since high school.
Okay.
Like I haven't gone out just in a neighborhood and taken pictures of like random shit and felt that good about it. Anyways, the only downside, I thought this was a nice opportunity to review the camera.
Okay.
The lens is bitchin'. Great little lens. If anything, I might want like this is equivalent to a 35.
Yes.
So if I was to have a point and shoot like either X100 of some sort or an X Pro of some sort, I'd probably want a 23 and a 35 because the 35 would be equivalent to like a 50-ish.
Yeah.
Because it was a little wide. Really nice.
Sorry.
The only downside, I feel like I'm talking a lot. Do you have any thoughts?
No, not really. I get confused with the Olympus. Or not the Olympus, the Fuji.
Do ya? Maybe that's not great if you're getting confused with Olympus. The only downside of this is the finish on it. If you guys are thinking of getting any Fuji stuff in a Dura coating, it's like this one's called Dura Black, and in the light it kind of looks like an antique brownish gray.
Yeah.
This is the only bad thing I have to say about this camera other than the price is it picks up fingerprints like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't, oh, maybe you can see it. I'll wait to get the light to hit it properly. So it makes it look kind of antique-y, but it picks up fingerprints really bad and it actually changes the color when you touch it.
Yeah.
So it looks really dirty after you just hold it once.
Yeah. And cleaning that part isn't really good either. It's really hard to do.
Yeah, if you clean it with your fingers, it just makes it look worse.
Yeah.
At the store, whenever I was playing with it before I brought it home, I'd take like a microfiber or like the nice cloth and wipe it down. But every single time you touch it, like, dude, I'm sure even if you had gloves on, it would make a mark.
Yep.
So that's the only shitty thing about this. That's all I have to say about that. That should be on a t-shirt.
That should be, yeah. So I guess that's it for today.
Yeah. I feel like we covered a lot of camera-ish stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. The unfortunate thing is this is all going to be one whole podcast. I can't split this up because everything just flowed into each other perfectly.
I think that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I think the way we've been splitting them up recently has been okay because we jump from topic to topic a lot, and this one is a lot of camera stuff. So
yeah. For those who don't know about camera stuff, are you watching in the first place?
No, they're here to support us. All my friends just left the room, left the chat.
Okay, so we lost a subscriber. Hi, Doyle.
Oh man.
Anyways, I think that's it for today.
Yep.
Yep. So that's it for episode 21 of F That.
Photo chat.
Toodaloo!
Motherfucker!